Okay guys, today I'm going to do a wee fly called the Alexandra. It's a great wee wet fly. A lot of folk use it for like kind of wee fry imitation. It's a great sea trout fly in bigger sizes. At one time it was even banned in a lot of places. It was supposed to be so effective. Named after Queen Alexandra. Anyway, so I've got a size 10 B175 in the vise, Camasan. I'm going to use just a black thread. Start your thread just behind the eye, take nice even touching turns down the body until you get to about halfway between the point and the barb. Cut away your waist. Now the tail is red ibis originally. Now we just use red swan or red goose. Okay, so just a wee slip of that. Now you can make this as heavy or as light as you want, but generally I just use a single fibre. Okay, so tie that in on the top, nice wee length of tail, not too far sticking out. So pinch and loop on the top, make sure that's lined up. That's pretty decent. Cut away that length of the body. Now the body of the fly is silver tinsel, ribbed with silver wire or silver oval. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in the oval first down the bottom. So a length of oval tinsel, tie that in on the top, and then to make sure that the silver tinsel body is nice and smooth, take the thread up nice and flat, keep it nice and even, make sure the tinsel stays on the top, keep it nice and even all the way up, so you're creating a nice flat underbody, thread underbody, okay, up to the eye, and then snip away your waist. Now what I like to do with any tinsel body is put a wee coating of varnish on. So just a wee spot of varnish on the thread. I just feel it helps to stick everything in. It's nothing fancy, just veneer, cell iron. Use whatever you've got. Body, flat tinsel. This is a mylar tinsel, soft mylar tinsel. You could use a holographic tinsel, whatever you fancy. Now, I'll tie it in at the head, because what I like to do is take it from the top, down the body, and then back up. So, take your tinsel, using your hackle pliers or wind it with your fingers, slightly overlapping turns, all the way back down to where your rib is. Making sure you cover all the thread, and then take your tinsel back up. Now you can do this with a soft mylar, you can do it with a holographic. If you're using a metal tinsel, you might better just doing one layer coming from the bottom, the bend up to the top. So take that to there, tie it in, a couple of turns, don't take much. Cut away your waist. And your rib is your oval tinsel or your silver wire, whatever you've got. And just take about 5, 6 turns. This will protect the softer tinsel, softer mylar, and give it a nice segmented effect. So just take your time, 5 or 6 wraps up the body, and then tie that in. Snip that away. Hackle, just a cheap Indian hen. This is a natural black, I like that very much. Nice colour. It's a hen hackle, you could use a cock hackle, whatever. Okay. Clear away the fluff, and then expose the tip. You're going to tie it in by the tip. So on the top, couple of turns going forward, fold the tip back, tie it in again helps to strengthen it, make sure it's solid. And then a wee half hitch or two just to lock it in place. Now you can break the tip out, or cut it, whatever's easiest. Get rid of that. Take your hackle pliers, secure your hackle stem, and then just wind your hackle. Now as you wind it, I just like to pull the fibres back, and I'm winding slightly forward, just going over just in front of the wrap just before. Okay, and stroke the fibres back, leaving a wee bit of space for your wing. Now you can make this hackle as thick or as light as you want, entirely up to you. So again, catch your hackle in. Don't worry if you catch a few fibres going forward, just pull them back. So snip away the waste. Any fibres there, just pull them back, throw a turn of thread on. Now that in itself is a great wee fly. That's called a priest spider, and that was probably one of the first, in fact it was the first tinsel bodied fly that I ever tied a long time ago. Okay, great wee fly. Now but what we're going to use for the wing is this stuff here. Now this is Peacock's sword herald. So it's got this lovely blue, greeny blue colours. Okay, so you want to get a wee pinch, it's not too bent, so I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 fibres. Pull them off. Now they've got a wee slight curve in them, you'll see the natural curve. You just line them up as best you can. They do go a wee bit astray. They tend to twist a wee bit. Okay, so get them set up, put them on for your wing. Now your wing should just come past the bend a wee bit, probably just about in line with your tail. Okay, so on the top of the hook, pinch and loop 2 or 3 times, a couple of turns to hold. Check your wing. There's a wee stray fibre there. I'm just going to, rather than try and fix that, I'm just going to take it out because I've got enough there. And then I'm going to angled cut away the roots. And then a few turns just to hold that in place. Okay. And then the cheeks on the fly are the same red swan, red goose, 2 fibres, one either side. Again, put as many on as you want. If you want a couple either side, it's up to you, or just one. Now, tie these on at the same time, or you can tie them on individually. Generally they're on the side, so you tend to kind of slide them into the side and then just slide them back to the length you want. Pinch the 2 either side, couple of turns, that should be okay. Cut away the waste and then take your thread, just tidy up the head a wee bit. Again, spot of varnish, put it on the head, put it on the thread. That'll help to seal it. Wee bit on the thread helps to work in when you do your whip finish. So take your whip finish tool, two or 3 turns, pull that in, cut away your thread. Okay, probably give that a wee minute to dry and get another coat. So that's the Alexandra. Great wee wet fly, well worth a go. Hope you enjoyed that.